Okay, so if you've been watching this channel long enough, you know that we've had a few Cherokees here. This one's our third one. The first one was in a wreck. Second one it's over in the other shop right now. And then we got this one here. Long story, we fell in love with them, and here they are. You can go through our past videos and kind of see the history on them if you want to kind of learn about each one that we've had here. But anyways, the point of today's video is like the Cherokees really aren't made for big people, which is a problem for me. But I'm going to make an adjustment to try to change and help that today. So basically what I'm going to do, this is the front seat. Driver's side seat. I'm going to take this rack off here and move it back about 3 inches and try to give me a little bit more leg room. So basically the plan here is to take this bracket off. It attaches in 4 points here and slide it back. I'm going to take this piece of metal that I have, cut out some little, what do you want to call it? Extenders? I don't know what you want to call it. Cut some pieces off here, drill some holes, and it's going to sit up in there and push it back. So let me cut this up. I'm going to cut 4 different pieces off of this, which is going to attach to this bracket. Okay, so now I got my plates cut, and I think what I'm going to do, what I have done in the past, is I've used about 3 inches. This is the nice thing about making your own, is you can make it whatever size you want. So what I mean is I'm going to drill a hole, 2 holes 3 inches apart, and this is how far the seat's going to go back from the original spot. So just marking this off now where I'm going to drill my holes. And then we'll move on to that. So I'll double check that they're centered both ways. Kind of get them close. They don't have to be exact. At least I don't think they have to be exact, but just as long as they're close. Okay, so I got the holes drilled. Next, we're gonna have to remove these nuts. There's one right here. There's one back behind here. Can't really see it too well. There's another one down here, down lower. And then another one right there. Okay, so they're all 13 millimeter, not really too terrible to get at. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, we got her all apart. Ended up with 3 pieces, right? So this one goes down here, like so. This one goes up here. And then this piece, the adjuster to slide it back and forth. So I think it's pretty obvious what we're going to do next. Take our plate, put it over these bolts. Take the nuts that we just took off the brackets and screw them down. Get them snug. I'm just going to snug them down. I'm not going to get them real tight. Okay, so this first bracket, the one with seatbelt on it, this is what you should have when you're done and ready to put it back on. I'm going to line that hole up with where we took the nut out here, and this hole up with where we took the nut out there. Okay, so one thing I kind of forgot I had to do is see where this nut is here. When I put it down on the bracket, it's hitting into this, so I'm going to have to notch that out. I've completely forgot I did that in the past, but Basically, I'm just taking a grinding wheel and a cutting wheel and cut a little notch out of that. So let me do that, and then we'll get this mounted up. Okay, you can see what I've done here. I just cut that little notch out of there. I thought it was recording, but it wasn't. But oh well. Anyways, you get the idea. So just kind of line that nut up, mark it on here, and notch it out. It's that easy peasy. Okay, next thing I'm doing is just kind of snugging everything down. I'm not cranking it down tight, just tight enough that it'll hold, but I can still move it, because what we're going to do next is kind of mock it up, test fit it, whatever you want to call it, and make sure everything's looking good, fitting good before we really secure it tight. So this one looks like it needs to come over a little bit. And I don't know if I said that, I notched this one out back here, but that's the only one you should have to notch out. All the other ones should be fine. Don't need to mess with it. Okay, we're ready to test fit. And basically the only thing we're trying to accomplish here is make sure everything still lines up. Then I'll get it back out, secure everything down nice and tight, and get her installed. So maneuvering this thing in here is quite the trick, but if I can do it, anybody can do it. Put my mounting brackets in the front, look good, lined up nice, and come around back here. Can't really see under there. You're just gonna have to trust me. Everything's fitting. So now I'm gonna get it back out and tighten her down. Okay, got it back out, and like I said, the only thing I'm doing now is go around to each bolt. What do we got? 8. Tighten them all down, good and solid. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, one other thing about this, we'll install this bar once we get it back in the car, this bar here. But if you need to adjust it while you're messing with it, just push down here and you can slide it however you need to. So, and just watch out for your fingers in these teeth, because they hurt. Ask me how I know. Okay, everything's tightened up, and it's just a matter of getting this bad boy in there. Okay, so now I'm going to screw these two in. Hi, others. Look who's here. Hi, baby. Next, I'm going to try to get this in here. I'm not sure if the camera's pointed at any of it or not. Basically, it's going to line up one side and then just squeeze the other one in. It should just pop right in, almost. Okay, so we got the one side in all the way. On both prongs. That's where I screwed up the first time, is I didn't have both prongs in. Whoa. And then you pry this out. Just enough to slip it over there. And it should pop on. Boom. Okay, so there we go. Now it's in. Where it's at now is the furthest back that it used to go. Now if I reach in here, we got that little bit more. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it'll make a big difference for the legroom. Okay, so that's a wrap on that project. Let me know what you think. I definitely will appreciate a little bit of extra legroom for me. Like I said, it's not going to make a major difference, but it will make a difference. Probably the only car I've ever had where I could fit in, like, you know, quote unquote a normal person, was I had a Ford F-250 crew cab, and but beyond that, you know, it's been a tight squeeze in pretty much everything, so it's kind of normal. People ask me, like, how do you fit in there? I don't know. I don't know any different. I guess I'm like the big dog that doesn't know he's big. So regardless, if you like this project, give me a thumbs up. If you like the Jeep projects, we got the LJ over there. Probably be working on that soon. I don't know if the CJ's in the screen or not, but over here's the CJ. We've got a lot going on with that this winter. And then odds and ends with the different Cherokees. So make sure to subscribe, follow along with all that. And until the next one, we'll see you.